The Deck Renovations has begun. The M2 deck is now closed and will not reopen until August 29th, which coincides with the start of fall semester. After considering multiple options, the university decided that the best solution was to completely renovate the deck as opposed to replacing it with a surface lot at a loss of over 1,000 spaces, or replacing it with a completely new deck which would have cost approximately $24 million.
Parking services, we're a service here for the student body, and taking that deck away, in my estimation, would have been a mistake at this time.
The two-phase plan that is currently being enacted will see a structural overhaul of the deck this summer, including new end ramps and protection from damaging weather, one of the deck's biggest problems. The second phase of the project will begin next summer, as the deck will be aesthetically made over. New paint, guardrails, and better lighting are all part of the cosmetic facelift coming a year from now. Although many were expecting serious parking problems associated with the closure of the deck, this has not been the case.
When I first heard about being closed, I thought it was going to actually be really bad. But in all honesty, it really hasn't affected me that much. The times that I'm coming into campus, I've always been able to find parking over at the M1 deck on Wick, so it hasn't really been a big issue for me.
The university is doing everything in its power to ensure that student life is affected as little as possible by these renovations.
Our goal was to have all the work completed by fall semester. That still is our goal. So everything we did was backing out from the opening date until when the latest possible in spring semester we could start to work. As it was, we are inconvenienced for 4 weeks. The students have been fantastic.
Another concern shared by many centers around the deck's future on campus.
It's, of course, since we're going to have it renovated, it's going to be a lot better. But, how long is that going to last? You have to think way into the future.
To that end, Danny O'Connell is determined to correct the mistakes of the past by not ignoring the future.
There was nobody sitting around 15 years ago pounding the desk saying we need to be prepared for when we take this deck down in 2010. Dr. Anderson wants us to have an ongoing plan. Part of what we're doing right now is preparing for what we're going to do in 15 years.
When students return to YSU in the fall, they should expect a deck that is open for business, much more structurally sound, and will serve the campus now and into the future. For the Jambar, I'm Bill Rusu.